Hola, ¿cómo están? Soy Craig y bienvenidos a Metroid Other M. Muchos lo conocerán, otros no. Pues este es una secuela directa del Super Metroid. Voy a jugar de nuevo este juego, pero en modo difícil, modo hard mode. Y voy a dejar de las cinemáticas para disfrutar el juego. Pues a mí me apetece disfrutar del juego con todo y cinemáticas, porque este juego es muy infravalorado. Y es una lástima porque es la única vez en que Nintendo le ha metido mucho presupuesto a un juego de sus IPs, ya que pues en aquel entonces, el 2010, pues este es el juego que le metieron actores de voces a un juego de Metroid por primera vez y pues lastimosamente pues sufrió de hate este juego porque muchos fans lo odiaron. Bueno, espero que disfruten las cinemáticas porque hay que saber apreciarlo. Hay que saber apreciarlo, aunque tenga sus disque huecos argumentales, pero bueno, no voy a hablar mucho más de eso, así que sin tanta espera, pues a darle.
Why am I still alive? The baby. Mother, time to go.
Okay, Samus. Everything's normal.
I awoke to the familiar voice of a quarantine officer.
Let's try sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed Planet Zebes, along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Ridley, and the baby.
Come on, Samus. Let's go next door.
Right, let's get started. Ready for a quick test, Samus? Let's start with a little warm-up. Try a charge beam for me.
Ok. Como lo estoy jugando en modo difícil, pues no se va a
Okay, more
recolectar el típico ítems del juego.
Go ahead and drop some bombs.
Este es el primer Metroid que hicieron de que no se recolectara ítems.
Okay, get out of morph ball mode.
Así que prácticamente aquí se va a requerir de buena precisión, habilidad, porque la única vida que tengo es lo que ven ahí,
Stand in the middle of the room.
para los que no lo sabían. Y cabe destacar también que en el modo Hard Mode
From there, kick climb to work your way up.
solo se puede jugar en
Just like
la
that,
mayor parte
Samus.
del juego,
Let's invite
pero ya no puedes seguir jugándolo después de los créditos cuando completas el juego, en la historia principal. Y hasta ahí se queda, no puedes continuar después a recolectar ítem porque obviamente no se puede recolectar ítems en este modo y por lo tanto no te puedes enfrentar al último boss
Here comes some beams.
del juego, que es el Phantom.
Okay, those are the moves I remember.
Te puedes apurar.
Nice. Remember how that feels. Next, how about a missile test? Use concentration to replenish your missile supply.
Prácticamente todo mi arsenal es lo que tengo desde el principio.
Keep buddies.
Y ese es un buen reto.
Find him for me, huh? Why not say hello with a missile? Looks like you ticked him off. The rest is all you.
No se muere rápido. Creo que debería usar mejor misiles.
How about you try using a power bomb? This area is well fortified, so don't hold back.
Y es una lástima que no puedes usar el Power Bomb en este modo, porque solo lo puedes usar al final ya para recolectar ítems, lo cual aquí en este modo no se
That's
puede.
it for the test. Looks like you took quite a bit of damage. It's unbelievable how well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
Right, you're due in the meeting room. The big dogs are waiting. I Gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Not even a fragment. None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby. Never. The finality of it struck me once again. Mission completed. The planet Zevis was annihilated, and all Metroids were exterminated. A simple report, almost dull even, but it felt momentous to me. I don't know how much time passed since then. Days went by in their quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time, relegated to a past concern of the galactic communities. Nothing more than a faded memory. Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan. Baby's cry. It was as though it was crying specifically for me. Galactic Federation, huh?
Y empezamos. Boom. No hablo en la cinemática para no interrumpirla.
Fancy meeting you here, princess.
Remember me?
Anthony. There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
Adam Malkovich. a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped.
No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Mantendré mi micrófono muteado en cada cinemática para poder disfrutarlo y que lo disfruten también, obviamente. Creo que se puede... Oh my gosh, no me deja apuntar por alguna razón. ¿No se puede? Oh, vale. ¡No! Vale, entonces no se puede, hay que destruirlos. Pensé que se podían saltar, entonces no me acuerdo bien. Vale. Para recolectar los ítems en este juego, en el modo normal, no se necesita... ¿Cómo lo digo? Usar mucho coco, por decir mucho de la cabeza, por el simple hecho de que puedes terminar el juego y cuando lo terminas y lo vuelves a jugar. Au, me va a matar así. ¿Para dónde voy? Y cuando lo vuelves a rejugar, ¡ah, la madre! Y cuando lo vuelves a rejugar, en el mapa te salen unos unos puntos, unos indicadores donde están los ítems que no has agarrado. Y ya pues literalmente ya sabes dónde están. Entonces prácticamente en este Metroid es bien fácil encontrar el resto de ítems sin saber. Ok, viene cinemática, así que silencio. Oh no, es cierto, viene el boss fight.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him. Whoa!
Get away from me!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility. I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety. Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
Look at that!
They're coming out of the wall! Right, stay calm.
What is...
Open fire! This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Sam, I'm authorizing missile use!
Oh, creo que tengo que apuntar, si me acuerdo bien. Ahí está.
Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing! And Sam, you attack the frozen spot!
Au. Quería... Ay, quiero pegarle. Ahí está. Me cuesta un poco apuntar con el... Wow, wow, wow. Aguanta. ¿Está? ¿No está? Ah, está al otro lado.
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so. Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around. but he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. But even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else. Confession time. Because I was so young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him. I understood well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I still left his side. I was so young and naive.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Gotcha.
Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
Data recording registration sequence activated. Sequence complete. Process successful.